In this video, I'll be showing you one of the easiest ways, in my opinion, to make money online with AI and combining AI with other clever systems that I personally use on a daily basis. So essentially, I'm going to be showing you how I use or how I make $1,000 paydays with a pretty simple system, in my opinion. So since I started in 2018, I've tested several methods to make money online. And during that time, I managed to understand which different specific methods actually works. Okay, so I'm going to be covering some of those. So let's say you're starting from scratch and you have like no money right now. Okay, this is what I would essentially do to get started. And this is something that I do on a daily basis as well. Not every day, because I have several systems in place right now. But if you're starting out, this can be a starting point, which can get you enough money to then reinvest that into other methods and learn more stuff, right? So let's say you want to generate a couple of thousands, okay? You want to get started there. One of the ways to do that is to go to MidJourney, right? And before anything, this first step has to do with creating videos, but don't panic, because I'm going to be showing you a simple process to use AI to create these kind of videos if you don't want to show your face. I personally think that showing your face it's a great way to brand yourself, you know, get people to know you, but you can do that later on. If you want to start out and start generating some kind of results, right? Using AI, I'm going to be showing you that in just a moment. But before that, you have to understand where to start. So the first thing is I would go to MidJourney, right? And here you can find different products that you can promote. Now you are going to find products that are, you know, launched on a daily basis. On the left side here, you have the big launches, and on the right side, you have all the launches. If you check here, you're going to see that there are products selling for $499, you know, a little bit higher, and you make a bigger commission, so to speak. On the right side, you're also going to find products, but they pay usually less, but it's more of a, you know, kind of a volume thing. So you'll have to decide what you want to do. When you're starting out, it might be easier to focus on these kind of products that pays less, but each one of these products, they have upgrades, right? Upgrades means that when someone purchased the first product, let's say for $10, $12, $17, then they're going to receive an additional offer that might cost, let's say, $27 and $37, $47, and so on. Okay, so you earn from the front-end offer and then from all of these different upgrades. That's essentially how this works. So the key idea here is to go through each one of these entries. And when I started with this, what I did, I just went through each one of these entries here, and I contacted people here, right? Like, for example, let me show you an example of how it actually would work, right? So let's say this product here, you know, there's JVdo, WordPlus. These are essentially the networks where they're hosting the product, or the network that you're using to process the sales and the way that you're going to get paid. So you're going to need an account on each one of these different networks, which is free, by the way. But let's say you want to promote this product by Joshua Zamora called SayBot, right? So what you want to do is go to the JV page, and then here you want to try to see if they have a JVdoc. JVdoc is essentially the document where you're going to find the details for that specific product. And you're going to see here an affiliate link, right? Or where to sign up. So what you want to do is you want to go there, and that being said, you're going to need to have a JVdo account in this case. And then what you want to do is you want to request permission to promote this offer. Now, in the beginning, not everyone's going to give you access to this or to their product. So that's the reason I say it's more about kind of a numbers game in the beginning. Now, my students, I help them getting access to these products. So that makes it a little bit easier for them, because that's one part of what I teach inside my program. But anyhow, this is the process. This is what I did when I started out. I just went through each one of these entries and I contacted essentially everyone, and then I promoted as much as I could. And as you can see here, you also get review access in some cases. So the good thing about that is that you can check the product, see what the product is about, and I'm going to be showing you the process that I follow when I do, for example, a review video. And this can be done with you recording that or using AI. But let's talk about that in just a moment. But that's the first thing, right? So you want to go through here and you want to find all of these different products. You're going to find that on munchai.com. Now, if you want to see which vendors or product creators get the most sales, because the key idea here is to do a video for each one of these products, rank those videos. And usually what's going to happen is that the more buzz a specific product gets, the more sales you're going to get. Now, in the beginning, I did a lot of these kind of videos. Now I do this more sporadic, like, from time to time. When I like the product, I just, throw up a video, and this generates me several hundreds to thousands of dollars each month. And it's very, very simple to do. If you do this, like if I would go about and do this like for every video, I will make a lot more. But I have, other things now. I have my own program and other projects and so on. But it's something that I like to do. As you can see here, I have some videos here on this channel that I basically upload these kind of videos, and I just upload this video. I don't do anything else, and this generates me money. So it's a pretty simple thing. Some people think that this doesn't work in 2024, but it still does, and it's a great way to get started, right? And seeing those results, especially when you're starting out, that's massive, because that's going to build your confidence in that this is something that's actually working, that actually works, right? And I know that's important. So now, how do you find products that what can give the confidence that you are focusing on the right products? So one of the things that you can do is to go here on just launched, and let's say, for example, you want to see this product here, right? You can go here, you want to check the details, and you want to see which of these products are getting the best results. So this one just launched for a couple of days ago, and it's has sold more than 500 units. It's probably more than this, because it doesn't always reflect the exact amount here, but it's hopefully, usually, in this case, James products, in many cases, sell from 1,000 units or more, 2,000 units. Pretty good stuff. And you're going to learn after a while which products gets you the best results. In my case, for example, James products, in my experience, have been, they usually convert really well. Okay, so you can see here, if you go to pay-per-call, you can see the contest. You can see the people here involved in this launch. And you're also going to see that in many cases, the people that are affiliates here are also product creators, right? So you can see which people are getting the most amount of sales, right? And then what you can do is you can, keep an eye on these same names that are probably going to appear. If I show you that, they're going to appear launching here. So you're going to see that these people have, they usually get more traffic. You might want to focus on these vendors, these product creators, right? So this is an excellent way of doing that. Now, when I do my review videos, essentially what I do, let me show you the process that I follow essentially for every video, which is once you learn this, you just have to repeat this. So essentially I start with an intro. I talk about, essentially in a nutshell, what the product's about in the first couple of seconds of the video. So I say like, hey, my name is Robin Palmer. Welcome to my, the product name review let's say GPT store exposed review. In a nutshell, this product is going to show you how to do this and that, right? And then, but before that, let's talk about the bonus that I have for you. And you probably want to get those before the timer hits 0. So you want to have a timer. I'm going to be showing you a little bit more about what I use. Once you go through your bonuses, you want to go to the sales page, talk about what that's about. Then you want to go to the members area. You want to explain a quick walkthrough of not the bonuses, about of the actual product, and then a conclusion, and then you can sign off, right? So if you want to pause the video and jot this down or write this down, you can do that. This is the exact basic formula that I use for every review video. And I've done this so many times that I just do it on autopilot, and it's going to be the same for you. This is how it works. It's not more complicated than this. So usually, depending on the product, if it doesn't have much content, it might take 7 minutes to do this. If it's a little bit more, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Usually I've noticed that videos that are a little bit longer sell better. That's just my experience. But anyhow, if you see here, if you check here, you're going to find that these videos are essentially following the same formula, right? But here comes the thing. If you don't want to show your face, or if you don't want to record things, you can use AI. And if you check this video here, which is called 7-Figure Sales Machine Review, is something that I was going to pause this here or mute this. But essentially, this video here is something that I did almost entirely with AI. And you can, if you want, outsource this if you want to. But when you're starting out, I understand that you probably want to do this on your own. So essentially, I just used OBS to record my screen. And essentially what I followed was just this here. Let me show you that. So I followed this here in this order. It might be useful to create the script first, and you can do that with ChatGPT. You might want to add some of the details right in the beginning. But essentially is this, right? So the intro and the bonuses. And you can write this down, and then you can use an AI voice to create the actual voice. And I'm going to be showing you what I use for this video, which is, really, I would say it sounds almost like a human being. It's really, really good, right? So if you need to find, let's say you want to do this completely, completely anonymous, you can do that. And you can find, if you go to Google and search for this is not a real person AI generator, you can essentially find faces here. You can refresh the image here, and you're going to find different faces that you can use for this. But you can change here. Let's say you want to do a male, and it's 26 to 35 years old, white maybe. You click on refresh image, and then you can just, use this image here, and then you can just take a screenshot of this. You can use, for example, Gyatso, which is free. And you can just do something like this, right? And then you can use this for your YouTube channel and your videos if you want to, okay? But essentially, if we go back to this process, right? You might want to write down some of these things here, just the main sections, and then you can flesh it out using ChatGPT. So just to give you an example, right? Let's say I want to create a walkthrough of the actual product from the members area. In this video here, you can see this section here. It was a screen share, video screen share of the members area. So what I did, I went into the members area and I copy these different sections. And as you can see here, that's what I did. I just copied this here. And essentially what I did, And you can do, generate a YouTube video transcription. This is what I said to ChatGPT. Without type using this script, let's now have a look inside the members area. So I just I just gave ChatGPT each section here, and then I had ChatGPT create, a description of each one of these sections here. And then what I did, I took this, right? I took this, just copy this. And then I went to 11 Labs, and then I pasted that here, right? And essentially you paste that here. And the voice that I like, that I've been using, is called Charlie, right? That's the one that I use for this video here. Okay, you can check that out on YouTube. If you go and search for 7-figure sales machine review, you can check that, right? And then I took this here and I generated this voice here. And then I went to CapCut. And you can see here I used this AI generated image. And then here, I actually added the voice here. And then the screen share that I recorded with OBS, I just added this on top here. And you can do that after you've created the text. Hopefully that makes sense, because that way you can see, what's being said. And according to that, you can do the screen share recording and then add that later on. You can also have someone on Fiverr do that if you want to, but if you're starting out, you might want to do this yourself. And that's essentially the process, right? So if you definitely don't want to show your face or talk, this is an excellent way of doing this, which gets results, right? If you can show your face, do that. It's going to be a little bit faster. This took me like an hour or so to do. So an hour to do this, maybe, it's worth it in my opinion, right? So each section here, each section can be fleshed out using ChatGPT. And if you want, to expand on a certain section, you can do that. So I would take this by sections. Now you can have this, like pre-configured, because usually introductions are the same. The things that changes is the product name and what the product is about. But you can get that content, right, from the actual product. So let's say you go and you want, this is another product that I made a short review on. You want to get the actual content from the product, which you can use in your review. You can go to the sales page, right? And what you can do is you can just copy the entire text, right? You can copy the entire text, and then you can go to ChatGPT, and then you can say, please give me the main points about this product. And you might want to get rid of this last part, the terms and stuff like that, right? Like this. And essentially what's going to happen is that ChatGPT is going to give you the main points of this product. And then you can use this here in your video. And then you can take any of these sections here and expand on these as well, if you want to, using ChatGPT. And then you can take that text. So you might want to take this by chunks, right? And then you go to ChatGPT, to 11 Labs, and then you generate that voice. You go to CapCut, you add the voice here, and then you do the screen recording. So in 1 or 2 hours, this can be done. If you're doing, like I'm doing right now, screen recording the video, you just have to start talking, following the same basic formula, and then you upload that video to YouTube, right? Now, to create the thumbnails, you can use Canva, which is free. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. The main idea, as you can see, is the name. Let me show you that here. The name of the product, maybe the logo of the product, and then a picture of yourself. If you want to use AI, you can use that as well. So as you can see here, this can be totally automated. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is about the bonuses, because in the actual review, I talk about bonuses that I give to people, right? So usually what I do is below the video, I add a bonus page, right? You can see this is essentially how I craft my descriptions, the name of the product. Thanks for watching the name of the product review. And you can see here, this is the same thing for each video. I just changed the name of the product. So in this case, it's 7-figure sales machine review, 7-figure sales machine, 7-figure sales machine bonuses. If the name of the product was called GPT Store Exposed, I would change this first section and so on. You can model this. And that's essentially what I do. And then I use these same tags in the actual video, as you can see here, right? But this is how my bonus page looks like. Usually I try to kind of model the sales page. You want to have a look at that. And I have, well, this is expired, so you're not going to see a timer here. I've done this with Commission Gorilla, but you can use any page that you want. But essentially, the main key here is, you know, I have the timer, the countdown timer, a little bit, you know, about the product, the headline, my video, buttons that go to that, to the offer, a little bit of what the product is about, the description, the upsells, who this is for. You can check that below in those videos here to see how I'm doing it. And I create all of these images here, very simple, with Canva. These AI generated images can be used with, you know, Leonardo .ai if you want to use that. I have a premium account here, so but you can get a, you know, a basic account, and you know, even it can be here, or you can also use MidJourney if you want to do that. They have different prices. They have basic plans if you want to do that. Not necessary for this. It's just something that I like to do. As you can see here, right? And then I just add that. I host those on Gyatso, and basically that's the process, right? Now, about starting a YouTube channel for this, you can start from scratch. You can do that. You can buy H accounts, which ranks better. If you go to buy X, you can see that here, right? Buy X with 2Cs.com, and just type in Control F if you're on Windows, but you can use the search function and search for H, and you can find, for example, H YouTube channels. You can buy that here, and it's going to be so much, you know, faster, easier to get those videos ranked, which is one of the things that I show within my program as well. But I thought those things are a couple of hacks that can help you get even better results. The key idea here is to, when you start making sales, is to start building your email list. And you can do that. For example, you can get something like GetResponse or something like that. You can get, I think, a free account here to get started. And when people signs up for your product or buy through you and they want to access the bonuses, you send them to an email form, which you can create here for free within, you know, GetResponse, Aweber. And for them to access the bonuses, they'll have to sign up for your email or your email list. And the next time you do another, you know, review, now you have an email list, and now you have a video. You send that to your email list, and that's going to start growing. And this can make you several thousands. Now, once that is done, now you have a little bit of money that you can use, and you can start, if you have a little bit of patience, you can start using that in other projects, right? What you've seen here today is one of the things that I share with my students, and of course there's much more to it inside my training, right? But essentially, this can be the first step for you to start generating $1,000 days, up to 10K months. And there's so many possibilities these days, and especially with AI, you know, your imagination is essentially the limit, right? So as long as you can think about different opportunities or ways to do things in a different way, you know, you can actually start generating results. And if you don't know how to create emails, you can also do that. You can create emails using, ChatGPT. You can you can create your own GPTs as well. As you can see here on the left, I have GPTs to create sales copy. I have a clone of my own emails where I feed the system with my emails and I create new emails, and it takes me seconds to do that. So many possibilities, right? So this is one of the ways I do this. Now, another thing that I do together with this is you can of course sell your own products if you want to, but if you don't want to do that and you want to, just do affiliate marketing, that's totally fine. But the key is in, generating traffic. So one of the ways that you can do that is by using short form content, which I also use. And you can go to TikTok, for example, and depending on the niche you're into, you can go to Make Money Online, for example, and you can see here what you can do is you can just go and find the videos that has the most amount of views and just model these videos. And the way that they're making money is just by, essentially, if you go to any of these videos here, and I would, suggest you model anything from 100K views to 1 million views. You want to go to, if we go to their profile, you're going to see that they have a link in their profile. And that's the way how they're generating traffic. So as you can see here, there's video reviews, there's traffic that you can generate by using short form content. You can also use AI, or you can basically model what they're doing here. It's a very, very, very simple process, essentially. Now, if you want a system that creates shorts for you on automation with AI, you can go to Shorts AI Studio, which is this one here, right? I'm not an affiliate for this or anything, but you can try that here. They have, this, you can pay for this if you want to. They have different plans here. Maybe this one or this one, or you can start with this one to test it out. But essentially, this is going to create videos on total automation for you. You don't have to do this because, it has a cost. But as I mentioned, you can get started with something. Once you get results, you can test some other stuff. And that's the way how you get to the next level. So kind of like a game, right? So this is essentially the process. And then you can take the same video and post this to TikTok, Instagram. You can go to Facebook and essentially get people to reach out to you when you post here. So you can post that within your stories, within your Facebook profile. If you have any group, you can post that. Some people say that doesn't work. I've never made any money doing that. But the thing is about taking massive action. So if you can start today, make a schedule, write down what you're doing by hour during the day, and spend maybe 4 hours per day. It can be less, of course, but a couple of hours per day, focusing on one of the things that I mentioned today, or a couple of them, in 90 days or before, I totally believe you can get results, right? And these different free systems are very, very powerful in my opinion, right? So that's essentially the process that I use on a daily basis. I am adding some additional things to my own program, which is a 7-figure cheat code program. If you check the link below in the description, you're going to see the entire system that I use, which, I built an entire system for my students. You can see more about that. There's a presentation there. If you decide to do that and work with me, I have some really cool hacks inside this program, which shows you more stuff. And I'm going to keep on building this to keep helping my students. And you get access to me essentially through this program, right? Hopefully what you saw here was of use, was useful. And I talk to you soon.